Am I good? Well, am I good? Am I good now?
Hello, and welcome to a live episode of Studio 415. On today's show, you'll see how one student is graduating early and how she did it. You'll see the latest installment of the Charger Spotlight, which will shine down on Tanya Pickett. And you'll see the next edition of the Commons Questions. All of that and more coming up next.
Like doing homework in between jobs, I'm doing homework in my car, like just running everywhere.
When you get ready in the morning, do you dress for success or comfort?
Success.
Success?
Yeah.
And when they come, they always get 2 free dresses, a long dress and a short dress.
Welcome. We are live from Studio 415. I'm Carter Hapner. While senioritis may be kicking in for some, a 6th-semester graduate is taking strides to finish out her final years strong and encourage others along the way. Studio 415 reporter Riley Bilger has the story of 6th-semester graduate Bailey Hunt and all of the sacrifices she is making to get ahead.
Whether it's enduring some of the hardest classes in Carroll or balancing the hours of 2 jobs, 6th-semester grad Bailey Hunt is definitely making the most of her final year here at Carroll. For the past 3 years, and with her heart set on heading to college early, Hunt has overcome many challenges just to be given the opportunity to cross that graduation stage in 2022. For the current school year, Hunt is enrolled in 6 AP classes along with a dual-credit mathematics course and, to top it all off, a 0-hour advanced strength and conditioning class. Although her workload has been dubbed impossible by others, Hunt sees it as a chance to gain knowledge and life skills both in and outside of the classroom.
I definitely think it's worth it. A lot of the financial burden for college is going to be on me, so for me, like working a lot harder now to get those 6 AP credits, and then I took some last year, and then also those dual credits, like it's definitely worth it because that's just less work I have to do in the end.
Hunt's decision to graduate early stems from her early life of constantly moving around. Being the child of a military parent, she has lived in many different states and multiple countries. When Hunt was 13, she traveled to New York and fell in love with the big city and the campus of New York's most notable university.
I am committed to NYU, which is New York University. It's in Manhattan, New York, so like Times Square. I'm super excited for that, so I'm committed to go there to their School of Arts and Sciences in the fall, so I'm moving to New York in August. I'm so beyond excited for that, and then I'll be majoring in psychology there, and then after that I plan to go to law school.
Throughout Hunt's high school career and the application process for Hunt's future alma mater.
I wrote a letter of recommendation for her, yes, and just she had asked questions along the way. That was more last year, but being that she was more focusing on being a junior her sophomore year, so last year.
Along with balancing her impressive course load, Hunt works 2 jobs with the intent to get a head start on college financing. Working at Lunchbox Cafe and Rusty's Ice Cream, both located here in Fort Wayne, Hunt's time is spread thin between the dinner rush and taking a trip to the 80s to serve a sweet treat. Hunt's manager and co-owner of Rusty's Ice Cream, Angela Lanning, says Hunt's welcoming personality and can-do attitude with the customers has been one of the best parts of working with her.
Bailey is amazing. Her personality is contagious. She picks up on everything I ask her to do and does everything wonderfully.
In Lanning's sincerities about Hunt's work ethic and engagement with customers, it is evident that Hunt has proven to not only be a reliable worker, but also an amazing friend to those around her. Co-worker and junior at Carroll, Ashlyn Ling, says that her time with Hunt has been something to remember.
Bailey is very fun to be around, and she's very welcoming to the people that come in, and she always has a smile on her face and brightens people's days.
One might think that Hunt's time already being so limited due to work and school, she would have no time for the ones she cares about, but Hunt says she will always make time for her friends and family. One of Hunt's supporters and close friends, Maddox Grimeau, says that Hunt has been there for him in times of need.
She's just always there to listen and have genuine conversations. Whenever I need something, I can just call her and she's always there for me and is able to talk me through it. And if I need a rant, she's always there too.
Grimaud plans to continue to help Hunt finish out her final year at Carroll strong, while making sure she knows that her support system is not restricted within the walls of Carroll. Grimaud, along with all of Hunt's supporters, want her to know how much they care and will have her back no matter where she is.
I can't wait to see what she completes in her future and see what she's done, like how she has impacted other people.
Don't forget us, and we'll come see you and call us whenever you need us.
And I believe you can do anything as long as you just stay determined and hardworking. But I also want you to know that it's okay to take care of yourself.
Keep doing everything she's doing. She is such a strong woman, and she's going to do great things.
Although Hunt is leaving Carroll, her impact on the world will not go overlooked as she ventures off to college with a heart full of excitement. For Studio 415, I'm Riley Bilger.
Charger Spotlight host Will Jameson returns to put another person under the grilling lights and questions. This week, the spotlight is on Assistant Principal Tanya Pickett.
Welcome back to the Charger Spotlight, where on today's episode, we're interviewing your Assistant Principal Tanya Pickett to ask her some questions about her personal life. All right, well, welcome back to the Charger Spotlight, and today we have Mrs. Pickett. Thank you for joining us, Mrs. Pickett.
You're welcome.
All right. So is your hair naturally that curly, or do you get a perm?
No, it is naturally this curly,
It is.
unfortunately. It gets worse with the weather.
Agent Cove, could you please give us the hairspray, please? So this is about 300 milliliters of big, sexy hairspray.
Okay.
How much do you think you would use in 2 months?
Oh, 2 months?
Yeah, let's just say that. I don't know how much you use in hairspray.
Oh, I would use probably like 4 cans of that.
In 2 months?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's a lot of hairspray.
It is.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
So what's an interesting thing students don't know about you?
My first name, you guys maybe do or do not know, is Tanya, but that's actually not my first name. My parents are Russian, so my first name is actually Tatiana, but nobody calls me that.
So I've never had issues with the dress code, but I've heard it's very strict. And
People tell me that.
Yeah, would you say it's a main part of your job?
I would not say it's a huge part of my day.
So if a student wanted to hide somewhere in the school, where would you recommend personally?
The bathrooms are always a good choice, especially down by the field house area.
What is the hardest thing about your job?
I think sometimes people see us and the office as just authoritarian. You kind of asked us a little bit of a question earlier on that. There's more to us. We just have to uphold what's going on with the school.
And how big of a gene hole is too big? And should students be measuring with the ruler
That's
to
a
be
good
sure?
question. We don't care about gene holes as long as they're lower than your fingertips,
Okay.
so lower than mid-thigh.
What happens if a student has maybe longer arms then? Is that just
Yeah,
how it works?
that's just how it works.
Okay.
Yep.
Could you bring out the Connect 4, Agent Cove, please?
Oh.
And you can go first since you're the guest.
Okay.
That's not. Oh, you won. You got 4 in a row.
Sweet.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
What is the greatest misconception about you?
I think most people think that I am a very heavy hand, and it's just, I'm not understanding with students, and I would say that's not the case. Sometimes we just have to enforce what's going on. I think sometimes as a female, you get a little bit of a bad rap in an administrative position, versus I have male colleagues that might make the same decision and not have that, but sometimes you get that.
Who's your favorite pop star?
Oh,
That's
I'm going to
okay.
say Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise?
Yes.
He made music?
Oh, I guess I was thinking movies. I'm sorry.
What is the best length of high heel in your opinion?
Oh, for me, I always wear at least 3-inch high heels, possibly 4.
Okay. Would you ever consider wearing some that might look like these?
Yes, I love fun shoes.
You do?
Yes.
Okay.
I would definitely wear the pink ones, though, over the leopard or whatever animal it is, because higher heels.
Yeah, so these are my mom's favorite shoes.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
I just wanted to ask about it. 'Cause why are shoulders frowned upon, do you believe, in the school system?
This is my best guess.
Okay.
I think sometimes I guess in the past, we have had students that have worn tank tops, which then kind of lead to exposure to undergarments and whatnot. So just having that covered up generally eliminates some of those problems.
Okay. Since you work for the government in a sense, sort of, in a public school education, I have some questions about the U.S.'s past. When do you think the Emancipation Proclamation was introduced by Abraham Lincoln?
Oh, I have no idea.
And as a previous AP English teacher, do you think the semicolon is an obsolete piece of punctuation?
No, I'm much better at that answer. So no, I think it's an underutilized one.
Okay. When do you actually use a semicolon? I have no idea.
You use it when you have 2 sentences that are complete and you want to connect them. So you can use a semicolon instead of using and or but.
Let me bring out the detention-free card. When am I
Oh,
allowed-
it's like Monopoly.
Yes, but I was wondering if I could ever turn one of those in. How would that work?
We have never had a student do that,
Okay.
But certainly I think we would talk with any student who'd be that creative to come up with that particular document, let's put it.
So if a student's creative enough, they can get out of detention.
I wouldn't say we would say that, but I think
Okay.
we'd certainly have some conversations.
Tupac or Biggie?
Oh, Tupac.
Tupac? Okay. More of a Biggie guy myself.
Okay.
But that's okay. Taylor Swift or Kanye West?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift?
Yes.
You just don't like Kanye?
My daughter's a big Taylor Swift fan, so I feel
Okay.
like we have it kind of playing in the house a lot.
Okay. So the final question is, after spending all this time with me, would you consider me a close friend?
Oh. I'm going to say a close acquaintance here at Carroll
Okay.
High School.
Okay. All right, well, thank you for coming out, Mrs.
You're welcome.
Pickett. I appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, have a great day.
Thank you.
You heard it here first. Tanya Pickett uses a ton of hairspray, and she whooped me in Connect 4. For Studio 415, I'm William Jameson.
High school prom looms closer by the week, and students are encumbered by the financial and emotional stress of choosing proper attire. However, for dress-wearing partygoers, the situation is now much easier thanks to a local Fort Wayne foundation. In my story, I investigated the Cinderella Day event held in downtown Fort Wayne. It's often the price tag pinned on the dress that discourages the youth from purchasing a dress for high school prom. Fortunately, thanks to Alliance Fort Wayne Medical Society, the Cinderella Day event was made possible. The event itself was held at Fort Wayne's Grand Wayne Center on West Jefferson Boulevard. It lasted from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the 26th of March. Students from grades 7 through 12 were given the opportunity to travel downtown, where prom dresses, shoes, and jewelry pieces were offered completely free of charge. The event itself was backed by the Alliance Fort Wayne Medical Society, an organization representing the spouses and families of all physicians, medical students, and residents of Fort Wayne, Indiana. The Cinderella Day executives, Tanya Hughes and Jennifer Garrison, described how the 20th edition of their health fair dress giveaway mashup is used in a way to help youth educate themselves in health, relationships, and of course, fashion.
So we have lots of health educators here. Women's Health Advantage is here. We have the Rescue Mission to talk about some food insecurity issues. We have Heather's Closet that is here to talk about abuse and relationships. So we want to make sure and provide an age-relevant information that people may not think of to ask.
The executives also went into detail about their personal stories from when they were younger, and why they feel the event is so important to the young women of Fort Wayne.
And when they come, they always get 2 free dresses, a long dress and a short dress. They get free jewelry, they get free shoes, they get free hair and makeup done, they get free alterations done, and also they get free undergarments. So a lot of freebies going on. This year we're giving away free laptop computers to a graduating senior. Also another laptop computer to someone who gets a vaccination with super shots, because we have super shots in there giving away HPV vaccinations, which is really important for teenage girls, teenage boys to get. So if you do that, then you're going to get entered in for another laptop. So lots of free stuff.
Thanks to the Alliance Fort Wayne Medical Society, students this prom will be able to rock the house at the Carroll High School Golden Gala. Be sure to mark your calendars for April 16th on this exciting prom event. For Studio 415, I'm Carter Hapner. Allie Butts and Patrick Wargo continue to search for answers to basic questions. This week they asked this common question: when was the Declaration of Independence signed?
Hello everyone, welcome back to Commons Questions. I'm your host Patrick Wargo. Just got the Studio 415 shirt, so it's official now. Let's get into it. What is the best and worst lunch here at Carroll?
Tacos.
Okay.
I pack lunch, so I don't know.
Oh, you pack lunch?
Yeah.
Because the lunch is bad? Or
I'm allergic to everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that'll explain it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I love you.
I can't even think of a best.
Can't even think of a best and worst lunch?
No.
Think of a lunch at Carroll.
Salad. That's all.
When was the Declaration of Independence signed?
1743.
1743?
Yeah.
Final answer?
No.
I honestly have no idea.
Come on, just think.
I literally have no idea.
1945. I don't know.
1945.
Yeah.
World War II. Come on.
17 something.
17 something. Are you gonna reach for a date, or are you just gonna leave it at that?
I don't know.
I don't know. 17 something. I sure hope someone comes to me. Just guess. When do you think when should it be decided?
17 something. 1780. 1760?
No.
1776?
Yes. Oh my God, you're right. 1776, you got it.
I want to change my answer.
You want to change your answer?
Oh, that's tough. That's got to be like at least 1776.
What day?
What day? July 1st.
First?
Or 4th, sorry.
There you go. July 4th, 1776. Good job.
The answer is 1776.
The answer is 1776. What date?
I don't know.
Okay, you got the year though.
Definitely not 1945.
Yeah.
Wait, let me get the merch out. I got the shirt.
Oh. He's got the mark. Hold on. 1 second. Yeah. Oh, nice.
All right. What's the question today?
The question today is, what teacher could go on Dancing with the Stars and win?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'm gonna have to go with Michael Klein. The Michael Klein.
The Michael Klein.
Mrs. Kuhn.
Mrs. Kuhn, why?
Solid. She was in show choir. She can put on a show, you know?
You can put on a show. Thank you. So, what teacher?
You're in my second period class.
I am in a second period class. Anyway.
I'd have to go with Jeb. Jeb or not. He would clean everybody.
Jeb Campbell.
Yeah.
Cleaning the dance floor.
For sure.
Mrs. Scholes for sure.
Why?
I just feel like she'd just be a naturally good dancer.
Just that, yeah. She just has the natural ability.
She has the spunk, the energy.
The spunk, the energy. Okay.
My mom, Cheryl Wrestling. She's a dominant athlete and would destroy in Dancing with the Stars.
Facts. I had your mom.
Hey, have a good day, Patrick.
Thank you. You too.
Mrs. Reyes, no doubt.
Mrs. Reyes.
She would win. She would win.
You can bust it down on the dance floor?
Oh yeah, 100%. I don't even take Spanish.
You just know. Thank you.
Know.
All right, this has been Commons Questions. I'm your host, Patrick Wargo. Keep leaving your suggestions down in the description. Back to you guys in the studio.
Studio 415 recently conducted a student poll with the goal of finding out about student stress levels. 95% of student responses indicate that stress is rising in teens. Studio 415 reporter Jack Tipton dives into the details behind the data.
As we approach the end of the pandemic, and with schoolwork ramping up, we're seeing an increase in stress levels for teenagers. This has led to a spike in mental illness and a struggle to cope with stressful situations. Student assistance counselor Samantha Kreider explains what stress is and how it affects you.
Well, stress itself is a reaction to, like, there has to be something that is happening, like something that's causing the stress, and that stress that you feel is a reaction to that. So a reaction to a outside factor.
In our recent survey sent out with 800 responses, on a 1 to 4 scale, 76% of students reported that they were feeling stressed or severely stressed. The survey also showed us the biggest stressors, school, which had 68% of the student pick, this followed by life after high school with 10%, family relationships with 9%, and other factors. In a recent interview, sophomore Kenzie Hyatt explains why she thinks stress is rising in teens.
I would assume that teen stress is rising because of the influence of social media, as well as school. As you're getting older throughout your school year, and as you grow up, you're getting more assignments and you're getting more weight. So that on top of getting more responsibility in the real world, yeah, of course you're gonna have more risen stress.
Students also voiced the opinion that Carroll High School is not doing enough to help students, with 64% claiming that the school is not doing enough to help, with only 3% saying the school has helped. Even with these shocking results, there are still things you can do to help aid stress levels.
Recognizing, okay, I'm feeling stressed about something, and then as that stress is building, talk about it. You know, sometimes we get stressed and we don't want to talk about it, but talking about it can be really helpful. Whether you're talking about it with teachers or with peers, with people you trust, just to be able to just share that stress that you have.
If you need someone to talk to, you can come down to Student Services and talk to the student counselor, Mrs. Kreider. Stress is a challenging thing to deal with and manage, but you're not alone in this. If you're dealing with chronic stress or anything for that matter and need someone to talk to, please talk to any school administrator or, more importantly, your loved ones. For Studio 415, I'm Jack Tipton.
This week's Cooking Corner gives an FFA member a chance to show off his skills outside of the kitchen. Studio 415 host Trenton Cove joins us live in the studio to tell us more.
Thanks, Carter. This week, I get to take my cooking corner to a place a little sunnier than I usually do. I had the chance to go outside with Logan Forbing to explore wilderness culinary.
Hello, Chargers, and I'm your host, Trenton Cove, and I'm back for another cooking corner, but this time, it's the campfire corner, and we got Logan. How's it going?
I'm doing good, how are you?
What are we gonna be making today?
So today we're gonna be making just some old-fashioned omelets.
We already got some sausage up in here. What's the next thing we're gonna be doing?
Pretty much, we're just gonna be watching the sausages. We're gonna be cutting up some of the vegetables. We'll mix our eggs and stuff while everything's cooking, cut up the sausages, and then we'll scramble our eggs, throw the eggs in, and then as those are cooking, we'll start adding our ingredients.
Like, what's the outside type of stuff that you like?
I like to camp and go four-wheeling. We're probably gonna need to start cutting some of our veggies up.
Do you think regular cooking or something like this is more exciting to do and more fun?
I would say cooking out here is honestly a lot more fun. Just cutting some onions up. A sharper knife is more safe because if you end up cutting yourself with that, it'll be a cleaner knife. You won't be as more prone to
you won't be just,
disease. Exactly. You want to be especially careful that you're making sure you're cooking all of your raw ingredients like sausage and eggs all the way through. I know a lot of you Carroll kids think that the FFA is really just a bunch of farmers and stuff, and we're not farmers. We're future leaders.
You grabbing your little bowl here?
Yeah. So we'll just have to kind of get this up as best as we can. Heck, we may even warm up some of the bacon bits. Have you make one, Trent?
Ooh,
see how good
making my own omelet. Try country style.
Non-stick stuff. We're using an old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned butter.
Yeah. So then we'll throw some of that stuff in, kind of saute it up. You know, you gotta be careful with your sanitation.
Logan, you're talking a lot about like sanitation. Like, I'm just curious. Have you ever got food poisoning before?
I have not, no, because normally when I cook it, if it's raw, it's still cooked enough to where I won't get it. So we cook those off first, because once you know, obviously you cook the egg, that's the main ingredient, and then you'll throw it over, put the sausage over, because that takes kind of long, and then, you know, we'll cook the eggs next.
Do you think you're the best chef at Carroll?
No, by any means, no, not at all. I don't think I would measure up to some of the culinary chefs.
I see we're almost getting ready with our eggs here.
Yes, so we're cooking our eggs next. So what you want to do with the eggs, you know, you'll throw your seasonings in and, you know, season your eggs up. I'm using Mrs. Dash seasoning, and then you'll take a whisk or a fork and kind of mix that up.
About ready to put it on, I see. Man, this is smelling really good.
You'll take your toppings, you know, we've got our bacon, onions, and peppers.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
We're not certified chefs here, but we're making it work.
Grab our cheese here.
Ooh, we're putting some cheese on this. It's gonna be all melted. What's like your favorite seasoning to use? Like, do you have like a favorite one?
I don't. I like to kind of mix and match it all up. Yeah, so we're just gonna let that cook for a bit longer.
I'm kind of the host, so I gotta try the first bite.
Of course, I cooked this just for you.
Right here. We're about to see if this is nice or not. That is really certified nice. Okay, so we're over here. I'm gonna try to make my own. And I'm gonna mix all this. Hopefully, it's gonna be as good as the last one. Okay, I'm gonna start putting it on. Ooh. There we go. Put that bad boy over. I have got my own omelet. See if I did as good as the master. I would say mine's not as nice, but mine was still partially nice. Well, we gotta make some omelets here, and I think they were certified nice. I'd like to thank you, Logan.
Of course, Trent.
With Studio 415, I'm Trenton Cove, and I'll see you back in the studio.
That's all we have today. Thanks for watching our live show. If you have a story idea, please let us know. For all of us here at Studio 415, have a great day, Carroll.
Sunny
days and friendly smiles walk the halls with me. Studio 415. Sunny day.